7:13. The Geeks are here. Ryan Ozawa, Bert Lum. We got a lot to talk about. Google has come out with some announcements, some new hardware.
Absolutely. Now, they don't get as much attention as Apple does, but
No.
perhaps they should. And they're really showing they're interested in the future. They talked about artificial intelligence, virtual reality, the smart home. Google Pixel is their new phone. Now, unlike past Google phones, this is a flagship phone. It's trying to be very high-end. It's in fact got the same price points as the iPhone 7. They say that their camera is even better than the iPhone 7. It's the best camera ever. But they're really talking about the software. Certainly free storage for all your photos and videos. That's exciting. But what they're really pushing is Google Assistant.
Which is like Siri.
Yes, but a little
different.
smarter.
Yeah, a little smarter because
it can tap your personal information to give you more information about your calendar, what you need to do, where you need to be, asking about traffic and such. Even if you didn't put it in there,
it'll go find it. Yeah.
It'll go and find it and present it to you.
Is that a good thing?
Well, if you trust Google, it's a great thing.
Okay, virtual reality. We're seeing, hey, this is becoming an affordable thing for people to have. I mean, I remember before it was like thousands of dollars.
Well, so Google has always been sort of like the VR for the rest of us.
Right.
And when Oculus and like the Samsung Gear, I guess they were all coming out at very high prices.
Yeah.
Well, they came up with Cardboard, right? So I picked this up from the HTA conference that they had last week. This is like a Google Cardboard, and you basically put your phone in it. But the new one called Daydream, it's got a like a nice soft fiber cover, and it's got some. It's actually integrated with the Pixel phone. So when you put it in, it actually kind of talks to it, so it knows that it's going to be into VR mode. And then now with the Pixel, you can also, the Pixel phone, they have relationships with obviously YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, so you can watch video with your VR. So it's a nice, and it's only $79. So
now, if you're asking
affordable.
why would you want to look at video in a cardboard box when you can just watch it on the phone? Well, it's a different experience, right? It's kind of like an IMAX.
Yeah, this is a soft fabric, so I'm not showing the real,
No, I understand that, but I mean, what you're visually seeing by looking just at a regular film is more like a big IMAX screen, right? If it's
right,
on your,
right, and it's got a nice strap, and it's more comfortable. It's kind of formed to your head, and so it's it's a good experience.
Okay, Daydream. That's the second thing. Now, the third thing we want to talk about is the home thing. What is it? Kind of like
Google
Amazon
Home.
Echo. Yeah.
It's definitely aimed at the Amazon Echo. It's priced $50 cheaper. Their last time they tried to build a device like this, it looked like a little Death Star. This is much more friendly. It looks like a candle or an air freshener.
Okay.
But basically, again, it's in your house. It listens. When you call out to it, it can answer questions, answer trivia, tell you about your day. And people say that, again, it's going to be much more smart because it has much more access to information about you.
But that's also something that people are worried about, right?
Right. Amazon is interested in what you might buy, so they give you all these added features in the hope that you're going to buy a fabric softener.
Right.
Google has a lot of other interest in data about you. What I thought was interesting about the Google Home is that there is a hardware button that you can basically click and say, stop listening. So you can actually just turn it off easily.
So they recognize there's some concern about Google knowing a little too much about your life.
Privacy is always going to be a concern, especially when you start bringing these devices into your living room.
Right. Okay, and on the radio tonight, on Hawaii Public Radio, 89.3.
Well, University of Hawaii got a $20 million grant from the National Science Foundation to study our freshwater aquifer. So this is going to be a very interesting project because they're bringing sort of new technologies, supercomputing, visualization, big data, to study something that we all depend on, which is freshwater.
I'll say, tune in tonight, 5 o'clock, 89.3 while you're driving home to Bite Marks Cafe. It's Ryan Ozawa, Bert Lum, the Geeks with us here on Sunrise. We'll be back with more for your Wednesday in just a moment.